It's Eric, the editor. There was an issue with my mic volume this session. I've done my best to try to balance it, but the mix is not very good. Apologies to your ears. So your job was very simple and straightforward. Go to the station and get the goods. You prepared and made the jump to X18. You made contact with the remote station. And I think the only thing I left off here was that your contact was Mikhail here at the station.
Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah, I didn't have any that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you radioed the station. You got your docking permissions and stuff. That was a guy named Geo. They would help you out. And we're basically opening the doors to the station as we arrive here.
Okay.
Okay.
We're looking for someone, Mikhail, but Geo is the one we were talking to that.
Yeah, he's sort of running
that authorizes.
Exactly, right? So we pass through the airlock, right? And on the other side of the airlock, sort of in that sort of like workers plexiglass kind of front office kind of desk that's like desperately needs a clean and it's covered in sticky notes and stuff like that. There's like a lad, Geo, who would be like, where's the radio stations? And also the other thing you're hearing is it is hella loud as soon as you guys open this up and come in. You're basically going through this airlock and you're entering sort of like basically a blue collar major workspace. So you can see that there is a generator with like, those big industrial vents and stuff like that next to it. You can see that there's all this like massive corporate cubbies for all of the workmen here for this mine, and as well as sort of there's a big elevator kind of like the far end of the room. There's a couple of, you can imagine it's kind of like a plus sign kind of like exit, so one in each quarter. One's this docking bay area that you're coming in from, the other side would be the elevator, and then there's stuff like your bedroom quarters and stuff like that, and what mess and wash and stuff like that would probably be ancillary to over there. You can see some folks who are currently percussively maintaining the mineshaft elevator, who have put up one of those little orange cones in front of it for the time being. They don't really bid you any mind as you come in, but coming out of that little plastic cubby area would be Geo, who geez, and you watch as a little cat like almost trips him and runs out of there too. A little orange tabby.
Sweet.
It's
day 223.
Yeah, day 223. Guy's Folly. Looking at Ashraf, you must be Captain.
Yes, that's me. We're here on behalf of Big Magic.
Right. Well, so is Sonya, but we haven't heard from Sonya.
That is her ship docked, isn't it?
Indeed. She's just been on a ship for a little bit. She had some deal with Mike, and
the curiosity to know what the fuck's going on with Sonya versus just give us the shit and we're gonna go. I think Ashraf will say that, be like, I'm very curious what's happening with Sonya. But we are here to pick up because Sonya hasn't.
Well, for sure. Well, as far as I know, Mike does his business down in the mine shafts. But Mike should be in the quarters now.
Okay.
Let's go see Mike.
Yeah, he'll hollow over and be like, "Hey, Dana, Jerome, is Mike over there?" And they're like, "No, he might be in the shower." But yeah, just go over to the quarters.
Okay. You
can see there's a bunch of like less than a dozen little individual rooms out here. That there's probably about, based on the math here, there's probably 10 or so bunks for people working here.
Okay.
There's a couple people getting dressed or like off duty. They have several sort of like workers union tattoos. Like they're very like remote blue collar out here. Think of like roughnecks would probably be like the idea out here.
Your people
Yeah.
Jim.
Yeah. Certainly.
Have you seen? So the call goes down. Like, have you seen Mike? Mike. No. Is Mike in the shower? No, he's not here. They call it. Is he in the mess? They're like, no. Shit.
Yeah.
Geo, bring up the logs. And they're like, so like when you're for this, and there's Geo is brings up the logs for the computer. So we have to go back into the area you're in with the computer mainframe. They bring up the logs, that plastic room, and they show that he hasn't checked back in.
Mines.
Yep.
Checked back in from where? From his shift down in the mines?
Yeah.
But Gio also said that he does his business down there.
Yeah.
So I think we should talk to Miss Sonia before we head down to the mines.
Yeah.
Because I am wondering if we go to the ship and knock on it, and Miss Sonia ain't there, maybe Miss Sonia and Mike are both in the mines having the same problem of being dead somehow.
Yeah.
Or something else,
Well, what's the vibe? Like, are the workers there? Like, are we intruding on them? Does this seem like they're normal? Like, are we getting stink eye? Like,
the vibe is not great for you all. They know better. They clearly have a what do you say? Like they are subjects to big magic effectively. Like they know that they shouldn't, if you're envoys of him, not to mess with you, but you are kind of messing with their shit as far as like taking up space in this claustrophobic area.
Yeah.
Okay.
But other than that, no, they're happy to talk to you all. And you can imagine there's a little bit of small talk about the goings in, what's the goings on, what was going, where Humvee and everything like that, right? What's the news? What's the latest with like the gossip show, that they're addicted to, that kind of stuff, right?
Is in this setting, it's all snail mail by space, right? So like they're like literally waiting on tapes for the next episode.
Yeah. They only have what gets brought out to them, right? So
love that.
They haven't been. Yeah, their last contact was with Sonia's ship. That was about a month ago.
Yeah. Okay. Shit. Is there any kind of olive branch we can offer them from our stuff? Any? We wouldn't have appreciably updated media more than Sonia, but might be worth sharing. Okay. Anyway, let's go knock on Jennifer's baby and introduce ourselves, if nothing else.
Okay. Yeah. Let's do that.
Okay. The only other point of fact would be, in a couple, the folks around are talking about the next re-up of like actual supplies and food in a couple weeks. Like they're 2 weeks out is the next big tender submerged coming out here. Okay. Rapping on the door or inhaling. Jennifer's baby is quiet. No answer.
Is there a terminal nearby?
Yep. There's the mainframe. There's like the terminal that would be like next to the docking bay or whatever, so you can do like a video comm or stuff like that. But like the mainframe for actually like looking up stuff and that stuff would be elsewhere.
Are there security cameras or anything?
Yeah.
That I would like to see when this store last opened. Right? Like when last time someone embarked or disembarked.
Yep. It was sure. I think that's easy enough information to gather. What
kind of people came on or off?
Yep. Only crew members of the ship itself. came on. So it's a crew of 4. This is a 200-ton safari ship.
Okay, so
2 people came in. Yeah, one of them. They did bring in a cryopod.
They did bring in one. We're looking for 2, right?
Correct.
Okay.
So I think you're able.
Where did that cryopod end up? Is there a record of that?
The cryopod is one of the cryopods is on Jennifer's baby. Like the recorded video logs from like the days ago, you can see like the 2 guys like hauling it in the wheelbarrow.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Yeah. Like
so we know at least,
right? I imagine they probably just use like the med gurney.
Yeah. So in order to gain it's a very difficult task to gain access to ship systems outside of the ship.
Yeah.
Ship jacking ain't easy. It's like 12 plus.
Yeah, the ships. If any, the Jennifer's baby is on like fail safe security active, right? Okay. And obviously, like Geo and everybody like that would be like, don't do that. Don't. Like, you know what I mean? Like, don't fucking weld in that ship, man. I know they're not answering, but like, don't fucking weld into. Like, come on.
No, mostly like looking at like, are their life support systems working? Are their life support systems working? Yeah. Are there
everything's functional?
Everything's functional. Okay.
Yeah. You can imagine these kind of ships, like they would broadcast like an auto alert if there was a failure, unless like it got overridden. That would require somebody on board like overriding the life support failure broadcast mayday. You know what I mean? Kind of like auto shit in a ship if it was a crisis. So no, it's just far more likely that they're just like asleep or like
held up.
Happened. Yeah, held up.
So what kind of lock is it if we had to get in? Is it mechanic? Like there's some listed on page 162.
Oh yeah, I'd have to
ships locks.
I mean, this would be a standard government lowest bidder kind of style mechanical and electrical like system kind of lock, right? I imagine there's sort of there's a key code thing to open it, but then there's got to be a manual override. So there's got to be right.
I have a thought because we
permission and stuff.
We want to know if like what status the people on board here might have, right, Jim? That I think you and I are having a similar idea. Like, are they on there and not talking, or did something happen to them in there? 2 days, no one's come out. Can we check their waste expulsion like link up?
Yeah.
If no one's using the bathroom for 2 days,
Yeah, like
that gives us some data.
Systems, right?
Right. Are you? Yeah,
that's good idea.
Yeah. Are you looking at the video footage? By the way, so like you were looking. You were looking at the. So you got Geo's permission to look at some of that security cam footage, right?
Yeah, we want an idea of like when they did. Like 2 people embarked last, but like if we can track, like 4 came off, then 3 came on, then 2 left, then 2 came back. Right? I'd love to be able to get a count of like, there mathematically can only be the 2 people on board, leaving 2 unaccounted for, which are probably in the mines or what have you.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So you've encountered that only three out of the 4 crew ever came off the ship, and they all are accounted for being back on the ship.
Okay, and the one that is unaccounted for, is it perhaps Miss Sonia?
No, the one that's not accounted. No, they've never left the ship.
Interesting. Okay.
She never left the ship. 3 others did.
No, sorry. So Sonia and 2 others have left the ship. Like that's what you have recorded. So there's a 4th person who has never left the ship.
Got it. All right. And of those, 2 came back, which means Miss Sonia is the one who's not on the ship.
No. All 3 have returned.
Okay.
Got it.
That's what you
got it. Okay.
That's what you have the logs of.
Okay. Thank you. All right.
And people have seen her since they've arrived. Like, it's just no one's seen her in like
in a couple of days. Yeah, they assume that they were getting ready to disembark with some stuff, but maybe they got high on their own supply or something, and they're just chilling.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Tell us about their pooping habits. Yeah, and it's just like if people have been pissing and shitting on this ship, it means that they're up and active.
Yeah. Correct. So you can see there was a day ago there was a dramatic decrease in water usage or water flush. Like the steady state has changed. There's been no usage.
Okay. What's its viscosity? You know, what's its mouth feel? Is it
water?
It was a bouquet. Yeah.
A lot of tannins. Yeah. No, but unfortunately, yeah. No, what you're reading more is like the metadata of like the water flushing and stuff like that on the ship. And no, it seems like it seems like everything dramatically stopped a day ago.
If something happened to them, a day, you know, they're not dead from dehydration. They're not dead from lack of food, and they're not gonna die from those things.
You hear a fucking cry come out from Gio's desk. So what is that? What is that? And pointing at his monitor, like standing up. What the? Everybody, yeah.
Gio, we're trying to think. Like, do you mind? Ashraf's elbow deep in the waist. He's like, Gio, come on!
Yeah, from the pipes.
I was making a joke. I am also interested in what Gio was screaming about.
For sure.
I was not actually trying to ignore that.
No, but to be clear, I wanted to just reiterate about like what you're getting from the details here. Like, yeah, there's something terribly wrong.
Yeah.
So right. So you there he we can imagine a slight cut to a all hands kind of meeting. Like we first get the montage shot of people like also looking at the monitor, like we have to bring it up to like the main screen. We bring down the like the movie night kind of looking fucking presentation thing, right? And the slides, and we bring out the VCR tape of the footage. And square smack dab in the footage is a 4.5 foot long bladed praying mantis that just crawls onto like basically out of the ship.
It's out of the ship.
Yeah.
When did that happen?
So basically there was some sort of door open, like basically when they were bringing in the gurney about 5 minutes later, with the door still open, this thing just comes out.
Okay, so if I'm getting the timeline correctly, 2 days ago, gurney goes in.
Yeah.
5 minutes after that, mantis leaves. A day later, water usage drops off.
Correct.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
That is the mantis leaves, but water doesn't drop off immediately.
Everybody says this is a prank, that this is clearly doctored. Nobody saw any fucking bug monster.
Is it possible to tell whether it's mechanical or
it's biological for sure? It's 100% biological.
Okay.
Yeah. In fact, there's probably like there has to be somebody else like on crew who would have been like in the work area when this thing went by, and you just watched it go into like the mine, like it just went down the shaft. And everyone there, is swearing. So it'd be like, I don't know, I would pick somebody here, like I don't know, the Dana person I mentioned earlier. Like Dana's like, I freaking swear there was nothing there. This is a complete fucking prank.
By who?
Yeah.
Which one of you did it?
Look at the footage, dude.
What's the funny part?
We're all waiting. Yeah. I don't know. It's probably something for the. All right.
Yeah.
Watch us
what?
Open that fucking door to Sonya. Gio's like, we're getting Sonya out of here.
Yeah.
Okay.
And what the hell is Mike? Like there's a lot of.
Let's get some EVA suits on. Like rebreathers and stuff. I think I'm gonna tell my crew at least be like just like strap like hazards ahead, you know. Because my thought is, one is physical mechanism, like chameleon or just stealthy. Two is psionic, which I know in Base Traveler psionics are sometimes a thing, but they're very rare, and I don't know if we've talked about if that's the case for this setting.
Psionics is not real in this one. People think it's real, and they like do tests to like to try to get it, but no one's cracked the code yet.
Okay, but the third is then pheromonal, an ignore me pheromone, which is a thing in the animal kingdom. So, why not the space insect kingdom?
So you'll go back to the guy's folly, and you're gonna tell Ramsa and Finn and everybody to suit up.
And Finn we'll get our suits on.
Finn will spit his coffee out and be like, "You got to be shitting me." That's a shimmer. That's a fucking shimmer. What is a shimmer doing here?
Right, and that was Lucretian coffee. So it's not expensive. It's just that's the good stuff. So sorry.
Remember when I told you
what's a shimmer?
Remember when I was stranded on Enkidu?
Yeah.
They harvest the eggs from shimmer nests. You can't see them with the naked eye.
Right.
They're like these metal praying mantises.
Well, we could see them on a camera.
Yes, they work through every other vision. So there's something about the human. Maybe it's like the human vision. I don't know, man. I'm not a doctor. And she's like, listen, what? How can you not see something through the eyes? That's weird. But it comes up on cameras. Yeah. It's like something to do with the refresh rate. Like, I don't know. But like the point being is, you can't see them with the physical eye, but they show up through other spectrometers. And she's like, he's like, do you have IR goggles? Cameras.
Probably.
Worse the space iPad we have to put up in front.
Yeah.
But,
I mean,
I don't know if we do or not.
Yeah, I don't know offhand. I know I have a relatively nice, like sort of combat suit.
Yeah.
Hold on, what is it actually called?
Yeah. Furthermore, then Finn will also then say, they were trying to make anagathics.
Anagathics?
That's what you're picking up. Anti-aging drugs.
Oh, okay.
That's
all right.
That is what that's like the primary use for shimmer eggs is for. So if they had shimmers, then it's probably has something to do with anagathics, or they were trying to sell someone to breed them, which is also insane.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. I have listed as a superior HEV suit. So let's see what that entails. That's more than just a vac suit. I remember that. Hostile environment suit. Yep. It has submarine capabilities, which doesn't help us here. Do we have like a ship's locker that might have something?
We do.
Yeah, your ship's locker has your emergency stuff.
Yeah,
it's got like tools, emergency equipment, like a portable airlock, an iris valve opener, things like that.
Okay.
Plus whatever else we put in it.
Okay. IR goggles are 500 credits.
Yeah. But I don't think they come with anything. Like our ship might have them as part of its sensor package.
It definitely might.
Right.
But that's not gonna.
Yeah.
But that's not that's not man portable. Yeah.
Nope.
I mean, let's talk to Geo. They might. I mean, if they're mining stuff, they've got to have some kind of vision. I imagine if they're doing mining, body cams might be a thing. I don't know.
So yeah, they have body cams, but they don't have it set up to like have a HUD of recording the body cam. You know?
Yeah. But is that something we might be able to rig together?
Like a live stream of the camera?
Yeah.
Is what
like I'm talking like some real hick stuff of like an iPad in front of your eyes hooked up to like like duct tape it together.
That Finn would insist that like we've had to make some stuff, you know, out in the bush before. So that's not uncommon. And like, listen, that's you're gonna think you're, you know, yeah.
Yep. And then we can have if we get Ramsa, so someone non-combat, can monitor local like video feeds and keep us updated that way as well.
For sure.
Okay. I hate this. I don't, just for the record.
Yeah.
Invisible space mantis. It's not a strong pitch, Eric. It's not a strong pitch for a good time.
Yeah. Yeah.
You could just, you know, renege on your word to big magic.
Yeah.
That's probably a better time.
So if this is the cargo that we're supposed to bring, then we have to capture it, right?
That is the deal you made with your broker.
Yeah. Does Finn know how they used to capture it? Or like, does he know anything about that? Or like, he wasn't involved in it when he was on Enkidu, right? He just like,
no, he was in the bush. There. He was part of the kill teams to go harvest the eggs from the shimmer nests. Yeah, like being like there is like there's like a 50% death rate. You know, like it's not a good time.
Yeah, they can't see it. Or you can't see them. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. He says that like at least let's just pray it's not a queen, you know, because they can adapt to your you know, they can, so like it sounds like it's not. It sounds like they just got a regular egg, which is fine.
All right,
we can handle that.
It's great. Even it's so good.
All right.
So you're suiting up.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm busting out the accelerator rifle, to be honest.
Yeah, for sure. There are no weapons here on the station. There was tools. Like an industrial like saw, you know what I mean? Like some gene stealer cult like shit, you know? Like think of, you have that kind of stuff that will cut through concrete. You know, kind of blowtorch, you know, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But not.
But nothing.
No, not like no automatic weapons.
I really wish I'd bought you a gun back up.
Well, Geo, gun. The fact that no one is like screaming or has died means that this thing must still be down in the mine shafts.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah, and so, I'd be like Geo's like I'd be like Geo locked the door. Like, that's just
the elevator is broken, so like it was like trying to fix it. They're like, oh well, so they're like weirdly enough they're thinking that like the fucking shitty elevator probably saved their lives the last couple days being busted.
Yeah,
and it probably
what's this thing using the elevator?
No. It just went. The basically just like climbed around it and went down, or at least at least you couldn't see it. It's off the camera. You know, you just hear it. Clank down. So assuming it just avoided.
My point is, if it's not using the elevator broken doesn't really help us.
No, but these guys are not smart. All right, so like don't break. Are you gonna harsh their
That's why we're here.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Someone always needs to be watching the cameras then, right?
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
But then there is going to be some sort of I guess Geo's going to probably have to make like a steward check. It might be like the right way to say like everyone stay calm.
Leadership. Stay calm. Leadership, yeah.
Yeah, okay, it's leadership.
All right.
That's.
I'll say. I mean, if Geo wants me to do it, I guess who has training in leadership.
No,
It's me.
it's
Yeah.
true. They listen to him.
Yeah, okay.
All right, he has a 0. All right, 11's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
All right, so he's able to keep a lid on it for everybody right now.
Okay.
So he's able to dodge questions. He's like, listen, everything's okay. It's just it's down there, but listen, we have a plan.
Yeah.
We're gonna blame it all on Sonya, and everything's gonna be, everything will be okay, and we're gonna hit our quotas. It's not gonna be a problem. This is
Yeah.
Apparently they're harmless. Apparently it's not a queen, so they're basically harmless. It's like what?
Lying. Cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like a
Good. A classic. Okay. Presumably, this being a mine, there isn't a capability to just like shut off the oxygen to that portion of the mine.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
And we don't even know how long it would take to suffocate it unconscious anyway.
Yeah.
So
It
not
you're
super
looking at the span
viable.
of weeks and weeks for it to work its way out.
Yeah. Do we have a idea of how many crew are stuck down in the mines?
Yeah.
Mike,
Presumably with this thing.
just Mike.
Just Mike. That poor guy. All right.
Yeah.
I'm still thinking like how do we do something about being unable to see it?
Yeah.
I'll kind of interrogate Finn about this as well. Like, can you see it, how it displaces stuff, particulates, foliage? Like,
Yeah.
are you able to perceive that, or is it simply like it's not there?
No, it would leave if it bled. It would leave a trail. IR, you can see its footprints, and you can see its the whole body of it. It's only, as far as we can tell, it's only human eyesight.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they have any like fire extinguishers or something?
Yeah,
That
would work.
Okay. I was also thinking.
It is a biomechanical property. That they.
Yeah.
That's all they know.
Okay. Check this out. Not only fire extinguishers, love that idea too. I was thinking, it's a mine, rock dust.
Rock dust, yeah.
Right. That's a byproduct of mining. Presumably, they have some sort of vacuum systems to keep that clear. Mm-hmm. If we just reverse that process, we flood the chambers, the tunnels with rock dust. It's not going to be ideal, but it will be better than nothing.
Right.
So if we can reverse whatever vacuum system they have for rock dust, try and flood the tunnels with it, and have fire extinguishers, so when we identify it's in the room with us, fucking spray it. I don't hate that idea.
Yeah. Something like you're saying, something that we could put in the air that will show us where it might be, or on the ground, like as it settles, we might be able to see it as it's moving.
Oh right, there's probably gravity on this. Can we turn the gravity off?
Yeah.
Okay, if we turn the gravity off and flood with rock dust, then we get essentially a fog that we could identify something moving through it and displacing the particulates.
They can give you a map. They can give you a laminated map of the mines. If you're
that's good
to go down.
Would Mike have comms on him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he has
take his comm information.
Checked out suit, so he would have everything. Yeah, he would have his radio frequency. Yeah.
He's just not answering. Yeah.
Exactly.
They only took one. Okay. Anything you can think of, Jim? I think we might be exhausting what we can really prepare for We got to just get ourselves into this thing.
Like Finn has a weapon, right? Finn's armed.
Finn has a sword. Yeah, he has a saber.
Finn's sword. I have. It would would Hamilton be better with a rapier or an accelerator rifle?
Neither. They're equally as unsafe.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you my rapier. Okay. Because it has a built-in +1 to parry, so at the very least, it's a defensive option. And to be honest, I feel you're less likely to hurt someone else by accident with a blade than with a gun.
Yeah.
And then
I was just gonna hold the flashlight and the fire extinguisher, like he's nearby.
Oh yeah, no, we do need someone to do that. Okay, yeah. All right, I'm keeping the rapier.
yeah, you should. You should. I mean, I'm sure he's got like a utility knife or something like that. Like
or a big wrench.
Yeah, he's got big wrenches, screwdrivers, and all kinds of things like that. But like, they're not weapons. They're just to do what he can.
For sure.
Yeah. I'm very, very happy that I believe, just double check that the accelerator, is a 0G weapon.
Nice.
Okay. So final question is: does any of the station's intrepid crew want to help get their buddy back?
They look at the bigger, like probably the biggest guy on the station is named Camparo. He looks at him and he's like, no.
All right.
I need to crush rocks.
Okay, fair enough.
I don't know what that. I'm not
okay.
Fair enough.
All right.
Yeah. Someone mentions like, yeah, dude, you should take a shower, man. like he's big and stinky. So yeah. Okay. Go ahead.
Okay.
So you're suited up, yo.
Yeah. I'm going to give a really sappy and insipid goodbye to my wife. Be like, if I don't make it back, think of me every time you look into the stars.
Aww.
Probably there watching you. Yeah.
Nice.
Let's fucking do it.
Yeah, let's do it.
Wait, did we want to check out Jennifer's baby before we go into the mines? We didn't even bother to go in there.
I mean, like, if we're gearing up and stuff, there might be things on there that we can use. It's a safari ship, right? Like, it's designed to capture alien life and the like, right? Like, you guys are gearing up. Hamilton's trying to figure out how to get in there without breaking something.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, let's fucking do it. They've got to have IR goggles.
Okay. Gio will provide the ship. He brings over his manager card or whatever for like the front station and inserts the override code passages for the airlock to open. The interior of the safari ship is sleek and clean with all the usual amenities. Let me get a a floor plan of one.
Oh.
Yeah.
That do be making sense.
So near the trophy lounge. Mm-hmm. Cool. So I think the first noticeable thing you would see is that there is a bunch of dried blood here.
How many days old? Is it 1? Is it 2?
Are you a forensic pathologist? But yeah, it's not new, not fresh.
Okay. Right. So, looking at this, let's check out the trophy lounge first, because if they're going to store it, it's going to be in the trophy lounge or the cargo bay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What's number 3? Multi-environment space. Well, let's check trophy lounge first.
It's as helpful as it is. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Is there a terminal nearby?
There would be a terminal next to the
I think number one, they ought to shut the door behind us if there is something else in here.
So so basically, what you've done so far is like when you've entered the ship is you've manually overridden the outside of the ship. So the airlock, like it opens because it's the base itself basically can tell it to open that side, but then the interior door to the rest of the ship has to be opened by the people in the actual space, right? To repel people, like, you know what I mean? So like it's set up that way, but you just turn the crank, right, or whatever, and set it up, because so you've opened that, and now you're looking at that corridor.
Right. Okay.
The computers and everything like that, you would have to have like it's password protected effectively, right? Normally it'd be like biometric or like a RFID kind of card kind of thing or something like that around you for crew members, right? Kind of like how it works for you, like you put your little card into the slot, or if it's fancier, your Wi-Fi connected to the pad, and that pad tells you it's you, kind of stuff. Two-factor verification or whatever. So the point here is that you won't be able to use the machine unless you bypass the security codes.
Okay. So when you're looking up spacecraft operations, like from the exterior of a ship, it's a very difficult task to gain access to critical systems. But from the inside, it's typically only 8, like an average.
Yeah.
Unless they have special protections. So Hamilton would like to do that because that gives us access to interior cameras, ship's manifest. Right. If that kind of thing, so that's what Hamilton's going to be doing.
Okay, and 8 would be basically putting in the right password or coming up with a clever way to bypass the password and getting into the system.
Yeah. So, all right, let's see.
If we could get patched into ship-wide comms, we could just be like, "Hey, is anyone alive on the ship?"
Yeah, right. All right, let's see. Here we go.
Hell yeah.
Oh, nice.
11.
Damn, you could have broken in from the outside.
Mm-hmm.
Almost, yeah.
Almost.
All right. That.
You welcome to Jennifer's baby.
Okay.
What questions do you have for me? What do you want to know?
The first thing is do just a quick survey of their whatever internal cameras they have here.
Right.
If we can see any movement, any crew,
you see,
and then after that, something else.
You see some half-eaten bodies. One in the bridge, 2 in the cargo bay. And then you see another one of those shimmers on the camera in 3. That's the multi-use environment space off to the right of 4, the launch docking.
Got it.
Space.
Okay. All right.
Lock it in.
Yeah, if we can lock that room, we will.
Yeah, you can lock it.
Okay. I'll lock it.
Okay.
And
the Safari
all the while, I'm going to let everybody know what's going on. Like he's going to go through an open comms channel for. That's okay.
The Safari ship shows. It shows no life. Any living people alive on the ship. It's showing though that where you've locked it in. So like that's the first multi-environment space. The second multi-environment space is a med bay. And that shows a corpse. That's basically like all that's left is like a suit of a person. They weren't eaten, but they have like liquefied.
Okay.
Interesting.
Right. Yeah. Hamilton.
It's like yellow pus.
Hamilton, I want you to stay here on the systems, keeping an eye on this fucking shimmer the entire time. Me and Finn, let's go check out that body in person. And we can also see if they have anything we could use to like crank the shimmer.
The Safari what's it called? The trophy room that you're also nearby. Like it would show that is where the current cryo pod is, right?
Is it open?
No, it's closed.
Ooh.
I don't think you can tell it's been tampered with or anything like that from a camera. It just looks like it's been closed, right?
Okay. Then actually that's probably our first step.
You can also see there are guns and swords as well, and a couple empty. And you can see like amongst the trophies around here, you can see that there are like kind of like 2 empty spaces that are like ovaloid. There something could have been.
Okay.
Like an equipment rack.
Yeah, so there was like an armory equipment rack, like you think Hunter's Lodge kind of thing, right? But as well, you can imagine sort of like on the floor there would have been some ovaloid like statues that are smooth in nature.
Interesting.
But
okay.
Furthermore, you can see that several things in this room have that sort of pukey yellow pussy coating.
Okay. Finn, any insight in what the fuck that is?
No idea.
All right. Glad we have our EV suits on.
Yeah. Sorry, Slipper.
Right.
Yeah.
Finn, you're with me. Let's go into the trophy room. If nothing else, we're gonna get some weapons, some more weapons, something for Hamilton to hold at least. So yeah, we're gonna go into room 2.
Okay. With the computer terminal open, I don't think there's gonna be any rules for why you can't enter some of these rooms. I think maybe the exception would be like Sonya's chamber would be like
right.
Like personal rooms would be inaccessible for you for now.
Yeah.
Right. Cool. So yeah, in here we have a rapier on the wall.
Okay.
For use. Several daggers.
Okay. Let's grab some
yeah. How about like any? I'm willing to say there's any blade that you could probably reasonably want. These guys, they're nothing fancy.
Yeah.
You're not gonna get like a mono blade kind of crazy thing or like a stun stick, and they probably don't have a staff. Like that's not the vibe here. The vibe here would be they have just a cool collection.
Okay.
But as far as weapons goes, yeah, they have auto rifle, standard rifle.
Okay, Jim, mechanically, is there any weapon that you wouldn't entirely suck with?
So my only real combat skill is melee unarmed. So I don't know if there's anything, and I'd just rather not get into melee with this thing.
No, agreed.
I mean,
but
I'm slightly better at. I have slightly higher dex than I do strength, but neither one of them are like
good.
Have a bonus to them or a mod.
Okay.
This thing has scything claws that will easily sashimi you.
Right. Yeah, I'm not sure to keep it at a distance. So do
they have any grenades?
No, they don't have grenades or explosives, or at least they don't have any in the hunting lodge.
Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah.
Doctor,
like if there's anything compact, like a submachine gun or a shotgun.
Yeah, I didn't say shotgun, but it would make sense they would have a hunting shotgun here. So they would have a shotgun. Okay. I said so an auto. So again, so they have an assault rifle, a shotgun, and a rifle.
Okay.
They're using. You have as far as like I guess ammo and magazine, you have the magazine capacity.
Okay.
Nothing more.
Gotcha.
Okay. Yeah, that'd be my suggestion is the auto rifle. Just spray and pray.
Okay. Yeah, whichever one you hand him is the one he'll.
They probably have more ammo on the ship and stuff like that, but it's probably like in cargo bays and stuff like that. This is like for display purposes, but they display armed weapons because who needs gun safety?
Yeah, of course they do. Yeah.
It's in the far future.
Yeah, I'll be honest. Ashraf is grabbing all of them.
Okay.
Because we're gonna get paid.
If you're doing, she's honestly, Ramsa would probably, when you're saying like, "What are you doing?" Like looting the ship, and then she'll stop for a second and be like, "This is legitimate salvage."
I've been resisting thinking about who's gonna take the ship. How many crew does it take to get a safari ship? That will be answered in time. Right now, the shimmers. Let's focus on the shimmers and then the salvage. Okay. So you're armed. Good. Small consolation. Let's take a closer look at the yellow gunk. I'm going to use a blade to poke at it. See, like, is it sizzle? Is it, you know?
It has
Is
the viscosity of like lip balm or gel.
Okay.
Like
At a
petroleum
glance,
jelly kind of, you know what I mean? Like it's kind of.
yeah. At a glance, I'm not Dexter with spatter pattern analysis, but like I could probably tell if something like was ejected from someone or something versus like
It looks like
ruled out, kind of,
it's streaky. It has, yeah. I'll tell you without we don't have to like forensically again do this thing, but like the idea is that maybe it was on someone's like hands and stuff, like then they touched stuff and streaked it around. Like things have been.
Okay.
It looks kind of like
Okay.
that.
Okay. So something maybe was happening to someone who was liquefying. They ended up in medbay where the process finished. So we got to go to medbay next.
But the only thing you haven't checked out yet would be the cryopod.
Oh, shit, the whole reason I went in there. Yeah. Let's take a look at the cryopod.
Okay. It's clearly it says inactive or like there's no person in it or whatever, but you can see inside of it there are numerous bits of vials of just like neatly stored down, not yellow, but also not labeled.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
If there was a seal, there's no seal. You can just open it. Like the code is, it says like there's no code set. You can just kind of if you wanted to, you could open the cryopod and close it. It's not being stored at cold temperatures.
Okay. I want to open it and just like, can I identify at a glance like what drug this is?
No.
I don't know that I have particular experience with drugs, so.
Yeah, I don't think so, unless you're able to feed the camera to Dr. Ramsa, would probably be like the person who could identify this stuff for you, given her medical background.
Yeah. I mean, I'll pocket one of the vials and hand off.
Yeah, it doesn't say like Biogen Labs, or like it doesn't have like a Elvin prescription name,
Yeah. I'll pocket a vial and pass off to Hamilton on our way out and on our way to the med bay.
While they're doing all that, I'm going to be looking through the logs for any manifests. Like, just what's on the ship.
It's a good idea.
Like, are there sensors that we could use? Are there,
Yeah.
Like,
the ship is full.
It's one of those things where it's like, we could have, like, you could modify, like, low light goggles for something. Like, if it's, you know what I mean?
Yes. In fact, in the cargo bay, there would be a full rack of EV suits with like the IR goggles and like feeds.
Okay. I'll let them know while they're in there.
Yeah.
Don't forget those.
You can see that they are still like packed away. What you're reading from the ship here is that they made a rendezvous in space with another ship that's not logged. But you can see that, there was a docking, inner space docking. It took 3 hours, and like their, cargo weight sensors and stuff showed it went up, right?
Okay.
So like, they clearly got something from space.
Okay. I'm getting an idea of what happened here. Maybe. Like the two ovoid things that are missing were shimmer eggs, and I'm gonna ask Finn if they be the right size. So like they picked up some shimmer eggs and the eggs fucking hatched.
Yeah,
so
they don't hatch. They can only hatch in the presence of a mother. Like, how did they get them to hatch?
I think maybe you answered the question. They had the presence of a mother.
They can't leave Enkidu.
What does that mean?
He's wrong. Like, listen, he doesn't know if he's right.
Yeah.
Like, but he's just saying, like, people have been trying forever to try to breed these things in captivity. They don't take. They can't leave Enkidu.
They have it. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Well,
Sorry.
look. We learn something new every day.
But like he would say, like, yeah, like that would make sense, but that would require this, right?
Yeah, and Ashraf is just gonna be like, look, if the space mantis shoe fits, right?
Yeah.
You're saying it's impossible. I'm saying there used to be 2 eggs here. There are 2 shimmers. Math.
I want to amend the thing about like the vials of the drugs and stuff like that. I think what you can tell from them is they look like hospital either like antibiotics or something like that. Like something you would find in like your sort of like antiseptic medical kits. Like it looks something like in that field of first aid kind of stuff rather than like anti-anxiety medication.
Right.
Okay.
Like you're reading like pharmabutazole, cooxidine, blah 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 blah. You know what I mean? And like Rams is like, I don't know what that is, but that sounds like better than aspirin, like kind of thing. Like. So we're gonna leave the bug creature in look through.
Yeah, I'm keeping an eye on it. Right, like
yeah.
Is it just kind of scuttling around?
There might be other
chilling?
ways for it to get out.
Yeah.
As far as you can tell, that's the only door in and out of that room.
Okay.
I mean, theoretically, it could probably crawl through the vents if it could learn where the vents are.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Let's go to the med bay.
Well, the med bay is, as described before, gross. All of that putrid yellow liquid is kind of dripping all over everything. The place looks relatively like wrecked. Like,
yeah. Examining the body, are there signs of violence on it?
There's no body.
It's just liquefied in there.
It's liquefied. Yeah, the clothes show signs of, I guess like ripping. What's the term? What's the medical term for slicing?
Lacerations.
Lacerations. Yeah, shows lacerations.
Yep. Okay. In the debris around, because the suit, the former body, is on like the med bay gurney thing, right?
Yeah.
Are there signs that they were trying to like help are there vials like injectable, right? Bandages,
like there's like a tray with exactly. So the environmental storytelling is showing that somebody is panickingly trying to self-administer, or someone is trying to help them, like a lot of like anything really, right?
Yes. Okay. I want to start reading these medication stuff off to Dr. Ramza. I want to get an idea of like what they thought they were trying to treat. Was it just anything goes, or did they have an idea? Was there a pattern, a theme to, like if someone's injecting every antibiotic they can, that tells us something. If someone's injecting antifungals, that tells us something.
Details wise, they gave themselves every cocktail they could to stop it. As they didn't know what was stopping it is probably the best answer.
Okay, so antibiotics, antivirals, antifungals, full spread,
everything. Radiation, like he's like the auto dog radiation thing says like charged, like they charge everything.
But that tells us some. Is there an identifier, like a name or something on the suit?
Sonya.
Fuck. Okay. That tells us something, because if the captain of the ship didn't know, right, this was an out of context problem for them. We may legitimately learn something about shimmers. Like this may be not. Oh, okay. Well, we got Sonya. All the crew is accounted for on this. The shimmers are not our cargo. The shimmers breathe air.
Yes.
Fucking kill it.
We're all. Yeah, I was gonna say we're all in vac suits, right?
Yeah. Dump
I'm
oxygen.
about to vent. I'm gonna vent the ship.
Yeah, we want to do that anyway for like biological contaminants that might be in the air.
Yeah.
Okay. That's going to take.
Like I'm not gonna depressurize it, right? Like I don't want it.
Yeah.
I want us
You're
to
not.
go
That was
flying.
gonna, this was going to be exactly my assumption, but that means that the controlled deoxygenation will take some time. I don't know, some D6 hours.
Yeah.
Or maybe like 2 D6 hours,
Yeah.
something like that. Explosively decompressing it would be.
That's different.
Yeah.
You don't want to do that.
Yeah. No.
Well, hold on. There'd be a there'd have to be an anti fire protocol that would be quicker but not explosive decompression, right? An hour
You can.
is
I know what you're thinking about, like the thing, like the foam and the stuff that you put into like a museum, right? To like deoxygenate stuff, like like a fast suppressant in a room that so it doesn't. Yeah. The ships would have that kind of stuff. You could do it by a room,
okay.
but that doesn't help you for the rest of the ship because the whole thing
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
you're considering it
Okay.
compromised by.
There's also no exigency for us right now.
Yeah.
Let's get a kind of full. You're already working on it on the logs and manifest to see what our new ship has for us.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. About 3 hours have gone by since you made first contact here.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's we'll gather the what remains of the crew together. Let's load them in the med bay. It's probably the safest place for them. Identify them as much as we can.
So you're stocking. That's your morgue now.
Yeah, that's our morgue.
Got it.
Because to be honest,
Yeah.
I do want to hand this off to someone who can figure out what the fuck that happened to Miss Sonia, Captain Sonia. What do you think, Jim? Anything else we want to do on the ship?
I mean, there's a lot I would do to salvage stuff. Like, you take like the. We could do some fun things with like their transponder, right? Like we take that, and if we ever needed to be someone else, could use that.
Love that idea.
Yeah.
But mostly the stuff that we can carry off the ship, right? Like we don't have a crew to like strip it down and.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
but,
and like a more comprehensive salvage can happen later. I mean, insofar as like let's definitely get the cryopod onto our ship.
Yeah,
like we know that's our mission here.
It's still functional. It's still everything's good about it. Like,
yeah. So in terms of like in world lore, the way this works, just so like you set expectations, if you were to pilot the ship back and do the paperwork, blah blah blah, you're entitled to 1% of the sale value of the ship.
Yeah,
as the finder's fee. The ships are millions of credits, so you're looking at like my guess is somewhere between $500,000 to $1 million credits worth of money that you know what I mean. Like that's what you're entitled to.
This would solve our financial problems.
Just bringing the ship back to like a civilization, not Humvee. You have to bring it to a starport that can like probably has a TAS. Is probably the requirement.
Yeah.
Right. Like you have to have the Travelers Aid Society to like register the ship.
Type 5 Safari ship, we're looking at a payday of about 615,000 credits.
Yeah.
Plus whatever we can steal.
Yeah, like if we had the facilities and the crew do it, we'd be taking its sensors and like other shit.
Honestly, most of the stuff, like our ship is better, I think.
Yeah.
It's streamlined.
And also, but to be clear though, when I say if you brought it legally, that's the legal way to get the money. If you had an illegal chop shop set up, you have to deal with the illegal person, right? Whatever that is.
Yes. Yeah.
The sky is the limit there, but you don't have any contacts like that.
Yeah, we don't.
No, I don't think we're even really interested in that. I think that
That's
we'll take a
dangerous
payday.
game.
Okay, let's get the cryopod over to our ship. Anything that's not nailed down. Definitely gathering all the weapons. Weapons we can always sell, especially to lower TL places. Selling off a good weapon, I think it's going to be nice walking around money. Their personal effects, obviously, their personal effects don't include their walking around money. So anything we find in those staterooms,
the EV suits.
EV suits, yep.
Okay, I think you were able to scrounge around 60,000 worth of petty cash.
60,000 in petty cash.
Yeah, the group. Yeah, between the dead. Clearly, like whatever they met in space, it was a profitable endeavor, right?
The question is are we going to bring back that yellow shit on board our ship?
Oh yeah, no, we're doing full decontamination protocol.
How it got there, where it comes from.
Then you will have to decontaminate the cryopod before you leave it. Like you can assume anything, even the guns and stuff you have. Like you can consider.
Yeah,
I haven't like said
all our stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
Like I'm not taking chances. Like we're doing full decom. We're doing Star Trek Enterprise Blue Room type stuff.
Yeah. Exactly. With all the oils and the suggestive lighting.
Okay.
What an incredible inclusion into Star Trek lore that was.
Yeah.
Like, hey, Scott Bakula, we're just gonna have a rotating cast of hot people in this blue sauna with you.
Hell yeah.
When you guys are finishing up on the safari ship and beginning to like bring over the first things, whether it's the cryopod or whatever for decontamination, right? You get that kind of set up and going on your ship. Dr. Ramsa can probably help out with getting that, anything else you would require for being trained. You can convert your supplies. So she's kind of working on the decontamination with you while you're working on everything else, right? And you can assume kind of competency here. Cool. And that's the first time we have an emergency on station. That big guy who's smelly, projectile vomits a pus-like goo.
Okay.
And he's like, I don't feel good.
Yeah.
Okay. Quarantine.
Where?
The ship.
You're going to put me on Jennifer's baby?
Yeah, I mean, that's... I'm saying quarantine. What I might be in is like...
We have a medical bay. We'll just use the medical bay.
Yeah, we could do that. You're definitely going to be okay, man. I found a vacuum suit filled with the slurry of a former person. No, I'm saying Captain Mofta has absolutely no expectation this guy's gonna be okay.
Yeah.
And would rather not have to move another one of those spacesuits to the makeshift morgue. Does the crew have a station doctor?
No, they have a automated med bay.
Yeah, this dude's fucked. Dr. Mofta.
Honestly, it's probably worse than the one on the safari ship. The safari ship's probably for like odd exotics and stuff like that. Here, it's just like industrial accidents. Yeah. So it has trauma stuff, right? Of course, but it just doesn't have the range of antivirals and stuff like that you would imagine a safari ship would require for what you do with a safari ship.
Right.
Dr. Ramsa is probably the most qualified medical person around.
Yeah,
and
she is.
This stuff. She has an ethical obligation to help.
Yeah, Captain Mofta is also down to help. The Shimmer can fucking wait.
Yeah, one of them's down in the mines, one of them's in the room.
Aren't you venting?
Mostly it's like
hissing.
Yeah, we are.
So what's going on?
Yeah, we're venting the ship. Yeah,
Jennifer's baby is currently being vented.
Yeah, so it'd be poor quarantine to begin with. question. I mean, I don't. We might not know it all, but like what this is and how it spreads, because we could be infected.
We're in the
You're currently kind of covered in some of this yellow stuff on the outside of your suits, especially like your hands and stuff like that from touching and grabbing and moving things around.
Yeah, I'm probably the most. I'm
So
the one digging through this shit.
So in fact, probably most of the rest of the workers are probably being like don't fucking come near us kind of stuff, right? Like,
correct. I'd be suggest to Geo, everyone confine everyone to quarters. Like, we need to know where everyone is. There is nothing more important right now than controlling the possible spread of this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is here one of the other miners though is like really cares about Kantar's like he's gonna be okay though, right? You've seen this before, right? This is Dana again, the driller.
Yeah. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Can you make a deception roll?
No, I don't think Mofta's gonna lie. I think Mofta's gonna be like, you know what? I'm gonna lean on my EMT training here. We're doing everything we can.
Okay, that's not a lie. So I don't think you can make a lie.
It's not a lie. It's also not a promise.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
exactly. And so they don't. I would say they're okay now, but we'll see how this progresses. Dana then will go quickly rush over to the side of Kantaro, who's hooking himself up through like IV kind of stuff into the system, getting the little beep things on it. His heart rate's going off the roof. But this would be a chance to study what's going on.
Yeah. So we know it has a kind of smell, right? People were complaining how much he smelled before.
It's putrid. Yeah. That's just his BO. Yeah, exactly. He's running his BO.
Okay. I was just like, maybe.
I was about to be like, that was a good catch, Jim. That was
that's a really
right.
Good
like,
point.
oh
Really
shit.
point. But he doesn't. Yeah. You fucking idiot. You should have this is why you should have showered. Like, you haven't watched in a while. Like, if anything, they're yelling. This might have been why you got it or something like that, because you must have been.
But where would he have got it?
Well, the mines. Probably is like he knows Mike, so people think that it has to do something with their workshop. People are like kind of panicking and they're they don't understand.
Confined to quarters have regular check-ins as well. I don't know if what kind of. It's not like everyone has their own room on the station, right?
Yeah. His the med bay. Sorry, just like the last detail that you're getting from him is like he's running a fever. He's basically going into an autoimmune, like he's overhealing. Is like what's going on actually in his body right now.
Interesting.
It's okay. So we're getting decontaminated. Those of us who were on the ship are finishing the decontam process.
Mm-hmm.
No,
we were doing that to the cryopod.
You were doing it to a cryopod when Kantaro started vomiting.
When he starts vomiting,
settled them, put them down. Yeah, and now you can do whatever you want. You've suggested everybody goes to quarters. Unless you like tell us right now you're not feeling well, or whatever, and like we'll do stuff. But right now there's no.
Okay, then let's personally decontaminate. Let's fuck the cryopod for now. Let's personally decontaminate.
Sure.
Let's.
Is it just going to stay in the decontamination chamber and just like unresolved?
I mean, how much longer is it going to take to decontaminate?
I mean, my guess is that because you said you're doing a thorough one, it's probably an hour. I'm willing to say it's an hour to do it.
Takes a while, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's not a fast process.
Yeah.
All right. Probably like 3 washes of 20 minutes.
Let's finish the cryopod. Then we can use the decontamination chamber ourselves.
Yeah.
That will give time for Dr. Ramza to get an idea of what she's looking at. So she'll have like an hour and a half between the cryopod and ourselves. So it's not going to take as long to wash us than it will the cryopod. Yeah. All right. What do you think?
So does Hamilton have to do the decontamination too? Because I didn't get the impression he got any on him.
You were on the ship.
He was just at the computer terminal, but it's still on the ship. Okay.
You're still on the ship. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So you probably, I mean, you could argue that you don't have it, and like you can try to convince them, but I think protocol would say you were exposed, and therefore,
yes,
yeah,
you're probably pretty.
Yeah, better safe than sorry. I think what I'd love to do is be able to slave the ship to ours if we could pilot it remotely and have it follow us. I don't know if that's possible.
It is possible, but it requires the right kind of software and kind of drone tech that I don't think you have. You would have to have.
No.
Yeah.
We don't have any drone shit. Isn't that one of the things you wanted to?
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to buy a drone or something.
I think you could probably do it slapdash with maneuver drives. I don't think you can like tug something through jump space.
Mm-hmm.
Right, it would have to make its own independent jump.
Yeah, exactly. You would have
rendezvous.
to.
Yeah,
exactly. It would require manual. More pressingly, yeah. So your wife's going to be decontaminating you all rather than helping Camparo at this moment, right? Is that what we're going on? There's only one of her. She can't be in.
We can decontaminate ourselves, can't we? It's just spraying and washing ourselves down.
Oh, that's a good. Yeah, I suppose you could. I'll say you can. Do you have medic at all? Either of you have medic?
I might actually. Hold on.
If you have medic 0, I'll say yeah. Otherwise,
No,
I would
actually.
say it's probably a roll to make sure you've done it thoroughly. Unless you have some kind of like other type of background type of thing that makes sense.
No.
I know what to do to decontaminate myself. Because again, like your decontamination stuff is like this is not you hastily set this up, right? Like you grabbed like a pressure washer, filled it with vinegar or what like your bleach and your stuff. Like you've heard the stuff, fire extinguisher. You've done every what I mean. You made it like a little hermetically kind of sealed part of your airlock for this. This is like a
set up like a portable airlock or something.
This is not like an actual emergency proper setup.
Right.
You're doing what you can with what you have, which is I think is good enough given the technical expertise you have. But I'm just saying that it comes at the cost of.
We can't all be in one place at once, multiple places at once. All right, let's get decontaminated.
Yeah, that is once we're deconned, but then we can worry.
She can do you both.
We got to put our own oxygen masks on first. Really, it's the kind of
yeah.
I think the rest of the workers are not something like you're not leaving here until this is fixed. You're not leaving. You're not cutting bait here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we weren't.
Hey, listen, whatever's going on, you're with us. Is kind of like what the whole group. Geo. I think Doc Ashraf is like, what about our actions have shown that we're clean? This is just me being reassuring. Like, my religious principles and my moral principles wouldn't let me leave, even if it were a smart thing to do. What are you doing working with Big Magic then?
My best.
You are so strange. like they so in other words, they think the worst of you because you are a lag.
Right, yeah. Because circumstances force us to.
Yeah.
I don't think you have to decontaminate the goggles. Like again, like they were like fresh in the sealed.
Yeah.
But I don't think the bug thing is kind of taking a backseat to the
shimmer thing.
Yeah, because it doesn't matter if it doesn't matter if we can get this bug if everyone dies of the space slurry.
Yeah. Okay. How do I get on board? So so it originates in the mines. Sonia leaves to get the cryopod. They're down in the mines. Gets infected. Brings it back on board. That means it only takes a few days between contact to liquidation, right?
Yeah, it'd be 1 day because we know there was 1 day between them getting back on board Jennifer's baby and no more pooping and peeing.
Yeah.
Right.
So
and at some point during that, the shimmers which got on board in some sort of deep space rendezvous, maybe. Because we didn't see them bring it like the thing exits the ship, right? We didn't see it come on board or anything like that. The cryopod hasn't been opened, so it wasn't on that thing. They're from something else. One of them is left on the ship. It kills the rest of the crew because they're probably worried about being liquefied or whatever. One exits.
Wait, so are you proposing that the liquefaction and the shimmers are unrelated?
That's what it seems like.
Yeah.
But, because we don't we don't know a lot about shimmers, but they don't. This isn't something that they do as far as like.
Yeah, like to pardon the terms,
which is
this is not like Alien. Like there's no like weird blood thing that's like no shimmers don't do that. We have no idea what that is.
This is a hilarious cavalcade of like horrible luck. Yeah.
I mean, because they're designed to take alien life, right? Like,
yeah, my thinking, my initial thought was that there was some biological some pheromone virus, something, because Finn said that they don't hatch without a mother. And what if someone had managed to create mother spray? Like some.
Yeah, I guess.
And so they hatch because of that, but also the effect that the mother spray has on humans is to turn them into liquid goo.
That's possible. Yeah, or he's just wrong and they will hatch, or one of them is a queen.
Yep.
Those are possibilities as well.
Extraordinarily comforting thoughts to play with.
But at best, we have to survive like 24 hours.
Yeah.
So we're going to need to resupply our air. We're going to have to get a vac suit only supplies for like 6 hours. Must be coming up.
Yeah, we're going to be popping in an hour.
3. Yeah.
The good news is our ship is the safest. In terms of, because the only people who have been on it has been us, and we aren't going to go back on until we're 100% decontaminated. And once we get everyone in quarantine, it's going to be a lot easier to control our spaces and possible exposures.
Almost, yeah.
Yeah, because if we need to do a rescue for this crew, then the last thing we want to do is bring it on board with us. They're going to have
exactly.
Yeah. Good luck with that. That's gonna be Well, that's why we play to find out.
Yeah, so
imagine if someone was sick, telling them they're not coming with you, or like what's going on. So good luck.
Yeah.
And so far, there's no clear marker for who gets infected until they start.
Until they start puking.
Yeah.
We're creating a timeline with Camparo.
Yeah, and that.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is like if we wait. Yeah.
Cool. And that it burned through someone in probably like a day is like what you're thinking?
Yep.
That's what I was thinking. Like we won't have to wait too long.
No.
But shit's going to start getting really... The crew's going to panic. Like once he liquefies, all hell's going to break loose.
Yeah. Which is why that's the second function of quarantine. No one's going to know about Kentaro's death until we let them know.
So the captain has been able to keep a firm grip on this, but I need to know about Finn and Hamilton. So let's just zoom into Hamilton here for a second, right? And like, what do you tell Gio, right? Who again is like the manager kind of part, like the foreman effectively of the team out here, and being like, give it to me straight, man. What's going on? What's the what's the deal with Camparo here? You gonna be okay?
Our best guess is that something down in the mines that was brought on board the ship. There's all kinds of these that point to the puddle of goo. Like that's all over the ship's med bay. Something down there. I don't know. I hope everybody's going to be all right. I don't know about your buddy though. We have to make sure that no one else is sick if we're going to bring him on board our ship and get the hell out of here.
All right, so he's like...
So I'm not going to go into the gory details, but it's like, it's not... We need to make sure that we're not going to bring it on, and we will leave as soon as we are certain of that.
What do you need from me?
With anybody who's infected.
Yeah. What can I do?
Keep them calm. Try to keep everybody separate so they don't infect each other. He's just trying to roll over what Dr. Ramses, might have told him,
so everyone go to their
try not to panic. Yeah, and keep an eye on the cameras so that thing doesn't come while we're distracted and come up here and start killing people.
Okay. Easy. Just an easy day.
Yeah, easy day. Do y'all have any drones here?
No.
No. Yeah, it could. That's like maybe like pilot one down into the shaft to see what's down there,
Yeah.
but I'm not going down there physically. Like, more than likely, your guy Mike is dead.
Something we haven't considered is why does Shimmer leave?
Yeah.
Why go into the mines in the first place?
Unless it's
Right,
Queen.
one of the Shimmers,
Set up a nest.
yeah, no, that was my thought, is nesting space.
So one of the things that'd be nice to do is it possible to arrange it so that we can access the Safari ship outside of it? Like link their systems to the station systems so that we don't have to keep going in and out of it.
Yeah. You can drop down its firewalls and publicly connect to it. Yeah.
Yeah, because the other thing to do would be to comb its database. It's a Safari ship, right? It's got information about alien life, all kinds of stuff. There might be something in here if we can comb through the database.
Yeah. With the with the discovery that was like kind of Sonya's body and stuff like that, I feel like you probably could get like the key, like whatever code and keys, whatever, you know what I mean? Anything you need for the rest of it. The ship is basically your purview. There's nothing locked down to you as far as you can tell.
Thinking about division of labor right now. Obviously Dr. Ramza has the arduous and unenviable task of dealing with Camparo and trying to document what the fuck is happening to him. I have investigate. If we're looking for data like that, I think I'm qualified to be the one combing through that. That frees you up to maybe secure the ship systems, because what we need is, right, like Geo can try and keep him calm and stuff, but like if shit goes really sideways, we're going to need to enforce a quarantine on these miners. We cannot trust them to do the right thing in a panic. Finn, I think I'm gonna assign to just be like on patrol, make sure people are staying in quarantine, make sure that people are just checking in and we'll do that as a comfort thing. Be like, Finn, every like X amount of time you're gonna go by, not physically in contact, but like through the door intercom, check to see how's everyone doing, is anyone in distress, etc.
Yeah.
All right, give me an investigation check, Colin. See what Ashraf is able to pick out of the computer.
Yikes! Not a lot so far.
No. I think what you're probably able to get here is probably just get her musical collection, like disco music or whatever.
Cool.
Nothing. Like you find like the captain's files, right? And it's just nothing but the playlist, like music.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fuck it. I'll play it for the miners. You guys probably haven't heard good music for a while.
So
we're
the doctor update on Camparo. His symptoms are worsening. They're worsening faster. It is exponentiating. She cannot seem... What's going on is that the body is basically healing itself. Only it's like some kind of cancer. It is, on the molecular level, it is taking any cell and turning it into more of this sort of like dead healing pus.
Okay, so
it's some kind of virus.
Yep. Virus. I was assuming virus because... virus is more likely to survive in like a vacuum, harsh space environment. Bacteria, I think, it'd be a lot easier to solve that issue.
Yeah.
It's a suit.
It's like a healing virus, is what it is.
Right. So, like, what if we do like a immunosuppressant type thing? Yeah,
you don't have that. Is the problem. You know what I mean? Like that's a hospital thing. Like you don't have autoimmune stuff here.
Is Shimmer 1 dead yet?
It'll be dead in 2 more hours. More or less, you can estimate based on the reduction rates.
I think we got to go to the mine. There's an answer down there.
Because
here's the thing: we can control the situation up here, but what we can really control is how comfortably everyone dies.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, we don't know the cause of it or what. Like, if what else.
We can't synthesize a cure without the cause. I was hoping that the Shimmer would die quicker, because then we could at least check to see if there's a relation, right? Like if there's some chemical connection between the super cancer goop and the Shimmer. But at the very least, there's another cryopod down in the mines. We were sent here for 2. We only got 1.
That's true. That is true. Okay. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we have to.
Here's the other thing. Hamilton is not combat qualified. Would it make sense for you to come down with us? Or would you be more useful amidst the panoply of station controls that are outside the mine?
Yeah, so it's like you and Finn go down in the mine, and Hamilton and Dr. Ramses stay up here and help Geo maintain order and readiness.
Yeah. If things get bad, they don't know that you can't shoot that assault rifle. So, like...
Right. Yeah.
Right.
That is fine with Hamilton. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll be in touch. We'll stay in contact.
Yeah. All right.
If we need to, we can. The EV suits we got off the ship have cameras and IR. Like, we could. Is it possible to mount those on your suit?
I think it's just IR goggles, but yeah, I could.
Oh, okay, I thought that was cameras too. Okay.
But IR goggles will work.
The EV suits that you have from the Safari ship would have the camera, like, live feed display.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Better than.
Would it be able to?
That's
Would it be able to rig one of those onto my HEV?
Yeah, I think that they're adaptable. I like to think that we live in a future where they're compatible.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
It's gonna be me and Finn.
Yeah. Okay. I was gonna say Finn would happily go along with the skipper.
Yeah. I mean, Finn knows how to use a weapon, and he's faced Shimmers before, so
exactly.
He's coming with.
Never thought I would be going down a mine shaft with the fight a Shimmer. And here we go.
How about going down a mine shaft to fight a friend?
I can do that. As the elevator finally descends. So yeah, we can assume that in that time, we're jerry-rigging this elevator to work. It's riggedy, ratchety as it goes down. Takes about 10 minutes. But,
they've been trying to fix this thing for how long? And Hamilton comes along in 10 minutes. It's like, yeah, I got it, guys. Go on.
Yeah. Another right tool.
You're passing on it's not OSHA, it's the mine safety organization. It's a separate thing, right? So like you're seeing like the Imperial mine safety, like, only qualified personnel beyond this point, orange warnings as you're like descending down before it opens up into the mine dark inky blackness. You can see like all of the metal, what do you call it? Support beams and structures down these mine shafts. It's dimly lit as you go by, like as you like take the foot off the elevator and stuff. You can hear like the booming of like the lights as it continues down to the tunnel. You look down at the map, right, and you can see like all of the ore and everything kind of already kind of mined down here, almost ready to go. But that's been delayed for obvious reasons. Okay, you're gonna have to traverse down here for a little bit before you're looking for this kind of split in this antechamber that's going to take several hours.
Sure. Real quick, I forget your answer to my question. Can we turn off the artificial gravity in the mine?
Yeah, I think that's been turned off.
Okay, good. Because fucking shimmer is a goddamn land animal. It's a terrestrial creature. Fuck it.
You are traveling by Dead Reckoning using this map in zero gravity, where you cannot, like, arguably you cannot see more than like 10 feet in front of you because of the dust. Like, it's just, you know, you've designed this to. I've created something that if I were in myself would be having a panic attack.
Yeah, this is nightmarish.
Yeah,
this is fucking nightmarish.
Yeah, this is literally like cave diving. You're like, what if we trigger all the sediment from the cave dive on purpose? You can see the sharks.
Yeah.
And
you know what's funny is now that we have the IR goggles, we didn't need to flood the rock dust.
Yeah,
but we've done it already.
That was one of the first things you did.
Yeah, we've done it already. Yep.
All right.
That was a rash reaction after the camera showed the thing leaving, which I think is pretty fair.
Yeah.
And which is why it stays. Okay. So the first thing you see is a clue down in these depths is you see a handprint of yellow goo.
Yeah, there it is. Which direction?
Away from the entrance.
So going into the mines.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Interesting.
Yeah. And you can see there's, I think you can probably see I don't know if you can see tracks or because of all the dust and everything from the IR, but I think IR would show like residual heat of like tracks, things going away. I think I'd just rather just cut to the chase. What do you do when going down these tunnels? You see the outline of the shimmer. It's there before this antechamber where this workshop is.
Yeah, I pull the trigger as well.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Yeah. And so hold on, you've got the assault rifle, which means Finn probably has the standard rifle. Or no, a shotgun maybe. That's what the other one was.
Yeah.
Shotgun is probably good in close quarters here.
He doesn't have gun, but he has Jack of all trades 1. So Jim, he can shoot gun. He has sword 4 though.
I mean, he's got good. I mean, then give him a pistol so he can have pistol and sword.
Yeah.
There we go. Give him a pistol of some kind, whatever they had.
Nasty mighty. Yeah. Okay.
All right.
They have an antique 38 snub. Used for 0G and law enforcement.
Love it. Damage 3d3 minus 3d6 minus 3. But that's okay. Accelerated rifle 3d6 flat. Okay.
Normally roll initiative, but I think you probably have it. I'm gonna say it's discombobulated, so like basically you can get a shot on it between the IR goggles and stuff. You can see it before you.
Okay. Right. For a minor, this is the first time we've done combat, huh?
Mm-hmm. So you're gonna throw
minor and significant action. What is a minor action?
Aiming.
Aiming. Got it.
I would not consider you in short range. I assume you're going to shoot this thing from a respectable distance, but also not. I don't.
I can.
Long range is not possible with the sensor scopes, right? Long range to me seems like more than a football field.
Yeah, I'll aim to get a +1, and so I just roll gun combat. So this +1, 10.
Sufficient.
3d6 damage, 6 damage.
Sure, that's a minor inconvenience to this thing.
Hate that.
Do you want to, Jim? Can you roll for Finn here? Is Finn?
Yeah.
He's probably also going to take fire.
Yeah, I'd probably aim and fire that way. I don't know what his skill is, so I'm just roll and we'll.
It's he has a -2 for the skill, but +1 for the aim.
Okay, so we got 10.
Yeah. His dex is 6, so total
10.
10.
10 total.
And then we said it was 3D minus 3.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it's going to be, what, 8?
8.
It's bleeding. What's it going to do? I mean, it's just got bulleted. Okay. Well, it's not going to run away with a 7. Okay, we're going to go to initiative.
My intelligence is definitely higher. Not that it helps with my garbage rolls.
All right. My turn. All right, it's going to have to move. Let's see. I'm going to roll to see its traversing ability in 0G. If it passes, then I would say it can attack. If it can't, then it used its action to get close to you, but kind of runs into you, not in an attack way. So unfortunately it still can move. So it basically like just leaps at you and just is expect and through the dust. So you can't even, I guess, through the IR you just see this this radial heat source that's like this mantis creature, that's dripping blood from the wound, the protrusions in its side. Its thorax are it's coming down, and I'll roll randomly to see who's getting hit. 1 is Finn. Okay, Ashraf, you are the unlucky one.
Yeah.
And did you say it was -2 or -3 for 0G?
Hold on. Traveler does not have the requisite vac suit. They suffer DM -1 to all skills while wearing each suit. But that's only for the suit. But like that implies in 0G.
The companion says like -2 in microgravity or 0G.
Okay, so
unless you have
it has a +3 for its natural weapons, for its melee natural weapons.
Yeah.
But I think I would get -2 because of the grav. So it's attacking with a +1.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. Every time the traveler uses close combat weapon or any range weapon that does not have 0G trait, they must make an average athletics check, or automatically miss their target as they start to spin helplessly out of control. Yeah, they must make an 8+ athletics dexterity check, or automatically miss as they just spin.
Okay, well, my 9 plus their 2 dex would mean they don't just spin.
Fuck this guy.
So no, hold on. Let me back up a second then. So without knowing that rule, I made it roll to traverse to get to you.
So that probably would be the
So that was where I rolled the 12. So that's 10 total. So it passes. So this that I determined who was going to hit, and it was hitting you. So it had +3, -2 for the 0G. So I'm hitting you on a 10. What's your armor for the back suit?
You can also try to parry.
That's true. You can try to parry. Didn't you use all your actions?
I've used all my actions, and I'm using my combat rifle. My protection is 15.
So you have an unlimited number of reactions, but for every one you use, you have a -1 DM on your next action.
Okay, hold
That's
on.
on page.
So every time this thing fights, 75. I have to roll an 8 to see whether it just starts spinning wildly.
Yeah.
It's like
Okay. I had to search, see whether or not the blades have like armor piercing or anything like that. They don't.
Thank God.
Cool. But they do 46 damage, and it's 10. So your armor ablates it.
Okay, and hold on. Armor reduces an attack with an effect 6+, always inflicts at least 1 damage. So I take 1 damage.
Correct.
Which one from?
Endurance.
That's effectively 20 hit points before I can die.
The good news is that your armor can ablate a lot of it.
Yeah, I put some money into this because I military man.
Smart.
Yeah.
Okay. So my turn's done. I think I'm willing to say, just because you guys can interchange your orders how you want to.
Or am I too close to shoot with my rifle?
No.
And in fact, I would get +1 to my attack roll for it being in short range.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Then I'm gonna aim and shoot, so I would get +2, 11.
Okay. Roll damage, and then.
There we go.
Nice. Okay. It does have armor or at least like body health that you're eating through.
And at this point, Finn's probably better off using his sword.
Yeah, I was going to use a sword. So he's got a rapier or a cutlass?
Rapier.
Rapier, which is
the captain's sword that he's trying to rescue.
So he's going to use his sword, try to stab it. 5 sword 9.
Okay, good enough.
Well, I don't know if there's any other bonus that gets into there.
No. 2d6 for damage.
2d6. Do you add your strength? Well, you didn't get a bonus for strength there.
No.
All right. 7.
Okay. Down it goes. As it kind of falls on top of him with a sword. I guess it doesn't fall on top because it's 0G, so it just kind of just sitting there in space as it's you see the sword go
kind of kabobbed.
Yeah, exactly. And he can't pry the sword out of it immediately.
Yeah. Nice.
Okay.
Hell yeah. All right. This is a tremendous psychological weight off.
Yeah.
We now have 2 dead bugs, and we're gonna clear the rest of this to make sure there are no new bugs gonna be made.
Yeah.
Right.
Clearing the rest of the mines, you can see that there is a putrefied vac suit down here.
Okay, we found Mike.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But then you find the antechamber following the map again. And you can see that there is basically a drug brewing alchemy kind of mixing station here.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, you can see that there's the cryopod, there's a couple samples, centrifuge kind of set up, and you can see that there's some other substrate added to the cryopods for mixing here. Like they clearly were doing something to the drugs.
Ooh.
They're making anti-aging drugs, right?
And super cancer.
Hyper, yeah, okay. That's starting to make sense here. Okay.
All right.
You're starting to think they were trying to make moonshine anaganthics.
Right, yeah.
And they made super cancer instead.
Foolish.
Immediately gonna relay this to Dr. Ramsa and be like, is this reversible?
We need to talk privately, but hold on. I'm dealing with Dana. Yeah, hang on. You cannot see him, kind of stuff. Like, Geo, get him. Like, get her away from us. Like, they're clearly dealing with stuff up there. I'll call you back when you get.
Yeah. Okay.
That's not good.
Let's grab some samples, and then me and Finn will head back.
You can see on the machine it says anagathic modeling test 100% test. QA test pass, QA test 2 pass, QA test 3 pass. It seems like they tried to be diligent, but it still blew up in their face. That's the last thing on the monitor. It's low battery and but you can see they were doing the modeling and the tests and the stuff.
Right. Okay. Is there did it get aerosolized? How did this get out where someone could be infected by it? That's the thing Ashraf is going to look for. It's like they weren't drinking it themselves. Camparo is infected, so it became environmental somehow.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking for broken vials, looking for used inject. Did they sample it themselves? Unclear. It looks like the monster was in here. Okay, so
you have to let your imagination.
So there was
you guys can try to investigate if you want to spend more time down here, but time is a little bit of the essence for upstairs as well. And
right,
you gotta get the cryopod out of here.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, and we found the second cryopod?
Yeah, the cryopod was it's in here in this antechamber with the rest of them.
But they've been fucking with it.
Yeah. They were
okay. All right.
Yeah.
We're still gonna take it. No, we shouldn't, because it's the thing that this is the fucking cancer rock that we should not bring this aboard.
The cryopod?
The cryopods do not have the. What can I tell you about this? Is that whatever they were making, the cryopods was the drug in the cryopods was a starter part, like a. It's not.
Oh,
product. It was a.
I'm sorry. I thought they were tampering with what was in the cryopod. The cryopods are the thing they were using to do their own moonshine shit. Got it. Okay, yeah.
That's what without a map and showing describe, but yeah, like that's kind of what's going on right now. Is that the tables they were kind of injecting and splicing, modifying. There's probably a nagging thought though about why did they bring one cryopod aboard and not another?
A lot of nagging questions.
Amongst others, yeah. Why would they? Do they have different things in them? Is this one?
And again, why did the shimmer leave the ship?
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna ask Finn. Did that look like a queen?
No. That was a worker.
Yeah.
So like Finn's seen both. They're both the same.
Yeah.
Like the one on the ship and the one down here are the same.
They were both drones. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
His best guess is that whatever they were mixing with the drug activated it.
Yeah.
That's Finn's best guess. And he's probably like, because he heard it from you, and it's like that sounds pretty plausible, I think. I don't know. I don't make drugs, and I don't you know what I mean? I don't know. I'm not a xenobiologist.
The simple answer for why do they only take one is because they died 5 minutes after they brought the first one aboard.
Maybe.
Right, yeah.
Right, I mean, we know the timeline is they brought Cryopod 1 aboard, and 5 minutes later a shimmer comes out. So, like, we know when most of the violence happened.
Yep.
Because 3 of the Jennifer Baby crew were rent a twain. And Sonya goofied. Mike gooified. Sonya and Mike met in the mines. So they got infected down there. They bring the cryopod back. Shimmers happen. One of the shimmers escapes the ship. The other gets stuck in that one cargo room. Probably by Sonya, who at this point is too infected to do anything but rush to med bay and try and cure herself and fails. And I think that's the timeline that makes sense to me.
Something like that.
As you're hypothesizing this coming up the mine shaft, that's when Dana starts to vomit.
Yeah.
The one next to Camparo.
Yeah. Knowing now it's connected to this anti-aging, like, we can start asking them, like, we can start trying to do some contact tracing. When were they in the mines? When were they in this part of the mines? Did they ever take any of these substances?
Camparo was in the mines with Mike. I think Camparo is no longer, like, he's probably not dead, but he's definitely not conscious.
Yeah, I'll go through some EMT medical questions. Onset, provocation, radiation, quality, severity, and timing. Like, when did it start? Is the first symptom just throwing up? Yeah. Or they feel kind of shitty? Okay, first symptom, throwing up. Provocation, were they doing anything specifically?
He was down in the mines with Mike. He didn't have him haul anything. He was just working like normal. So
yep, wearing PPE, BSI.
Yeah, everything. But Dana was not. Dana was not part of that shift. And Dana's now sick.
Yeah, this shit is in the air. It's gotta be.
I will give you another detail as we're thinking about this. And sorry, this was something I think kind of overlooked just a little bit. Classic GM. You noticed that a lot of the things for showers and stuff in the safari ship have been broken.
Okay, so someone broke the showers
and toilet. Yeah,
someone didn't want water involved.
Yeah, so
can we start decontaminating the crew? Like. Mm-hmm. Take them one by one through decontamination? I don't know how big the crew is.
I mean, at this point, there's Gio, Andy, Dana, Jerome, Camparo. Morgan,
Yeah.
Reese, Rosa,
Yeah.
Mike, and an empty bed.
Yeah. Also, I hate to be this guy, but
We're
I
on
think,
time.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
No worries. I wanted to kind of get.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, we're going to. All right.
All right. Well, we'll have a think about it for next time. But this is
fun. It's fun.
Very cool. Very cool.
Yeah. This was definitely a departure from our normal fare. This was
nice.
Yeah. Well, see you next time then on the Traveler Zone.
All right. See ya.
Thanks for tuning into the podcast. We'll be back next week with the continuation of the Tales of the Guy's Folly. If you like what you heard and you want to know more, consider dropping by the Patreon at patreon.com/EricVulgaris.